Hello bros, Decidueye strikes again. Someone requested that I play Decidueye and here it is. I hope you enjoy it and learn something. This game I will show you how to play Decidueye as an effective jungler in the game. But first, let me tell you my build. The first build is the Muscle Band, where Muscle Band is pretty cool and pretty strong to Decidueye Razor Leaf because of the bad fixing of Muscle Band, where Muscle Band can affect now the multiple enemies when using the Razor Leaf. And the next one is the Rapid Fire Scarf, which is pretty strong for the auto attacks of Decidueye. And the last one is the Scope Lens, where makes the Razor Leaf more critical and deadly at the same time. So here I'm rotating at the top lane because I know Wigglytuff will score at our goal. So I'm trying to kill this guy, but also bros, remember that if you are using an X attack battle item, it's very crucial and you really need to use a proper positioning when playing this Pokemon, because only your mobility is the Shadow Sneak in the entire game. So here I'm just getting the farms in our laning area, and after that I need to clear my jungle area in order for me to get the Razor Leaf and become a pretty huge and pretty effective Decidueye in the game. So here you will show how I rotate very precisely and like a jungler rotation every time and every single game. So here I'm just farming my Razor Leaf, and after 8 minutes mark I will rotate. So here I'm signaling my team that Absol is at the top lane, so I'm pretty sure that the Absol did not clear his farm. So if you are playing and you've noticed that, you can also try to steal their jungle. So here I'm trying to rotate at the top first because my team at the top is losing the area because the jungler Absol is there. So as you've seen, and I using the Razor Leaf, I always proc my X attack in order to have more damage and deadly at the same time. So here the Absol turns at the top again, so I'm trying to rotate at the top again to help my team at the top lane. So always remember bros, that is pretty bad when playing against Absol. Don't run when there's an Absol enemy in your team. Face him and I'm sure you will kill him, hoping that it will not crit, because once you get back, the pursuit damage is really pretty strong. So don't turn back when you are playing against Absol. So here I'm rotating, I'm clearing my jungle very fast and rotating at the bottom lane. So as you've seen, my laning is pretty losing at the same time, so I'm using my Unite move at a distance here in order to clear the Zeraora, but and did not kill the Espeon there, sadly. So if you are using your Unite move bros, you really need to keep your distance, and the best way to use the Unite move is in the bush and use the 100% distance there. So here I'm facing the Absol here, and as you've seen, when Absol uses Unite move, I put my distance very close to him and facing him at the same time because I know that Absol will use his Unite move there. So if you are pretty close to Absol and he uses his Unite move, try to move forward in order to dodge his Unite move. Do not run to Absol, because running to Absol is a death. So they used the Unite move of Zeraora also, that's why I died in there. So I cannot dodge that Unite move of Zeraora's, but I dodged the Absol. If you are playing effectively and strategically, that's the way how you face the Absol there. So I'm rotating to the top again to help my team at the top right, killing the Pikachu. I'm just keeping my distance at the enemy at the same time, and when I'm sure that the enemy has lost interest or target me, it's the time that I use my Razor Leaf X attack combo. So here I'm just getting my objective, because when you are playing Razor Leaf, you should always prioritize the objective. So here I'm using the Unite move at the distance and at the bush, which is a very perfect Unite move for the Decidueye users. And here I will using the Ice Attack, Razor Leaf, because the enemy is turning back and there's no threat when I'm using this combo here. So that's how you play the Razor Leaf pros. You need to keep distance and make sure the enemy doesn't notice, or bush is really one of your friend when using this move. So here I'm just keeping my distance, and there is no Absol here, so it's just right to push here, but Absol will respawn here, and I'm keeping my distance again. And this is one of the weakness when you're using an X attack, is you really don't have mobility. So make sure that if your team is losing, you need to really get back immediately, because once your team dies, the enemy will pretty sure prioritize you even you are very late joining in the team fight. So here I just died there, right? Because I have no escape mechanism, and you can't escape Absol when he's using Pursuit, and my defender dies there, so it's really dead there. So here Wiggly can score because Razor Leaf and Rapid Fire Scarp is pretty fast and pretty strong at the same time. Even the passive of Wigglytuff can stop that. So I'm just rotating at the bottom lane there, but it's okay, they get the goal in order for me to get the farm also. So if you're playing Razor Leaf, try to get your level 15 as fast as you can, because it's easy to get level 15 when you are using the Decidueye Razor Leaf, because you can farm very efficiently and try to hit multiple camps in order to farm faster. So here I'm rotating again to the top lane. So remember, when you're playing Decidueye, you need to be objectively and keeping your distance at the same time. So here I'm keeping my distance again, and luckily the Absol uses Unite move there, and also not keeping an attack in me, because I've seen when I'm playing Decidueye, you really need to be using your stealth mode at the bush and do not let the enemy notice you and join very late fights, but not very late. It is when the enemy team is busy and doesn't notice you, so that's the time you will go. So also note, bros, you don't need to use your Unite move in 2:25-minute mark. It's okay to use at the 3-minute mark, but if you're using at 2-minute mark, that's a pretty bad idea there. So here I'm just keeping my distance and going back to the base, because I know the Absol is in there to help my Urshifu, but we did not kill the Absol here. So here, if you're playing Decidueye and you have the advantage, don't rip, bros, because Decidueye can rip fast, but the objectively burst damage at the Rayquaza is not good for Decidueye. So here I'm just this is the pretty good idea, bros. They are busy fighting there, so I'm just using my Unite move to Absol there, because I know he's in the bush. So I'm trying to bait them that I'm ripping the Rayquaza, but I'm not. So here's the Absol big mistake. So that's the time I kill them all. Also, bros, when someone ripping the Rayquaza, don't be nervous. If you have a proper burst damage, you really can secure the Rayquaza. Do not be nervous when they are ripping Rayquaza. Just use your secure in order to get it. So here the perfect time to attack Zeraora, because he's used the wild charge, so he don't have any damage in me now. So also you'll note, when you are playing any Pokemon, bros, when you are watching their damage, one of the damage skill, and they release it, that's the time you will kill them. So here the Absol, as you've seen, I did not run to Absol, right? I did not run, I did not turn my back there, so its damage is not pretty good because he did not hit my back. So that's the strategy when you are playing against Absol. Don't turn back against him, because if you turn back 100%, you will die there. So also note bros, the combo is just using the Shadow Sneak, Razor Leaf and X attack combo, and make sure that the enemy doesn't notice you and join late fights, but not very late at the same time. It's just that the enemy don't know that you are there, because when you are playing Razor Leaf, it's just like you have a knife but the enemy has a gun, so you need to pretty stealthy at the same time, and proper position really matters in this build, because if you do not have positioning, I don't recommend this build. So thank you bros, I hope you like and subscribe for more of this type of content. I hope you reach 20 likes again. Thank you bros, and stay hydrated as always.